Hello, let's start a new game here. I was thinking either Sardinia and Piedmont or Austria would be fun. I think those are like two majors that I haven't played. I also haven't played Spain on video yet, and not Holland. So Holland is big because they have Indonesia. Spain is big because they have Philippines and Cuba. And but I saw let's maybe go for Austria. Big and strong. It's a Kaiserreich, which means that we have an Kaiser. Kaiser is emperor in German. It's like Caesar. They're Catholic South German. They are much poorer than France, but they have actually similar size army. They are actually poorer than Russia also, but they are richer than and more populous than Prussia. Okay, let's see how this nation plays. So we have this kind of, I think that's like an imperial eagle or something like that. It's called the Metternich system, which means that they are creative legislature, and this one, I did this one as you say, it was not good. Let's see here. Enactment stall chance, less support to preserve laws. I think actually I did this one in ideological truth. Maybe this creative legislature is better. And I think this one is also bad, this defensive cooperation. Let's see here. Because I've seen a video with a tier list of these ones, and I think this one is bad. Let's see. Sway maneuver cost for diplomatic place. And I can call any block member to my defensive place. So it's there. Do we have any block members? Yes. Oh, I see. To Sicily's, Tuscany. Okay, so some of Italy is in my sphere, in my block. Modena, Parma, and this city here, Krakow. It's a small city. Here. Okay. What about the tech? Yeah, we are fairly advanced, not as advanced as Austria, and then France and England, but we have all level 1s there, and all level 1s here too. That's quite good. We have an anti-Prussian society and Austrian-Russian friendship society, so we should rival. We can't rival Prussia because they like us too much. We should improve with Russia at least. Who can I rival then? I'm gonna rival the Ottomans. Try to take the subjects and expand into the Balkans. Maybe. I don't want to rival Britain. Actually, I want to actually to improve with France and Britain. But maybe it will be hard because Britain and Russia starts as rivals because the Great Game. So maybe if I ally Russia, it will be hard to ally Britain. Okay, that's that. What culture? We have a multi-ethnic empire. The Austrians live here in their capital, Vienna. But then just across the river there are Slovaks living here. And just across that river, then the Hungarians live here in Bratislava and Budapest. Budapest is these two cities, I think. And then here the Croatians, Romanians, and I think these are, maybe they're not part of my country. Yeah, they're part of my country. I think these are Lvov. They are Poles and Lithuanians here. The Poles living here. And this is Czech. So it would be good if we could. We have national supremacy now. What does that one do? It says shares cultures will be accepted based on shared heritage trait with any primary culture in the country. Change. Yeah, this one I have to read this one like 10 times every time just to understand how they think here. Shares a cultural trait which is not a heritage with any primary cultural trait. Okay, so let's look at the South German culture. So the South German culture, they are German speaking. That means that every, as I understand it, every culture we have, because that's the only German speaking culture we have. So like everyone else is being discriminated. Yeah, everyone else. That's awful. So it would be extremely important for us to go here to either racial segregation or cultural exclusion as soon as possible. That's the most important thing we can do, or we will have such a big problems with radicalism. As you probably remember, there was like lots of problems. It's called like the gunpowder keg of Europe here, where all the Yugoslavians, and they're just constantly fighting because they're kind of just like the Russian. They're kind of like a quite aggressive people here. Like all these, they are small cultures fighting for their survival, like in a hostile environment. So they're very, very hostile cultures. They're never unified until a single like Balkan culture, like France did, or Britain did, or Sweden, or Spain, or whatever. So that's why they're called the gunpowder keg of Europe that can explode at every time. And our goal is to make them more happy by accepting their culture into our society. Let's look at the institutions. We have basic education access and law enforcement. That's good. And we don't have serfdom. That's perfect. We don't have slavery. That's good. Interventionism is a good economic system. Apparently, people likes this one. Apparently, agrarianism. And mercantilism is not so good, but people likes it now. Okay, so we want to go here. Maybe National Guard would be good, and we could draft a lot more people to fight the Germans when Prussia attacks us. Prussia will try to attack from Germany, so it's like just a matter of time. So we have to. Our goals is to defend against Germany and get this one. This one. Let's look at our government first. Here we have Kaiser Ferdinand von Habsburg. His son is Franz Josef, and I think his son is Franz Ferdinand, who got assassinated when World War I started. He's part of the Austrian aristocracy. He's hated. Why is he hated? He's being arrogant, he's a psycho, and he's sickly. How old is he? I asked how old he is. He is 42, so he's not so old. We have a righteous government because these are powerful. This one. They have a special here, Wiener Waltz. It's a dance they do in Vienna. As you probably know, like Germany and Vienna are like the musical centers of the world. Like Bach lived here somewhere in Germany, and then the second greatest composer, Mozart, and Beethoven are both lived here in Vienna. And then soon the fourth biggest, Gustav Mahler, will be born. I think we will be born here in Czech Republic, so it's part of Ottoman Empire. So this is like the center of classical music, and they dance to that. They dance their waltz. So let's look here at he's an authoritarian. That's not good. Maybe we can replace him with corn laws. Let's see. He's moderate, royalist, and a royalist. It might not be bad to be this one, because this one makes it easier to push through laws. And we are also a recognized great power in the concert of Europe. So the idea is that the major powers of Europe balance each other. Like no one can get so powerful like Napoleon did like 20 years ago and conquer like all of Europe, because we need a balance. If someone gets as powerful as France, everyone should team up against him, even if it takes seven coalitions. Like it took 7 coalitions to beat Napoleon. Okay, so grain is expensive. So let's look at the corn laws. If I can do that one. Yeah. So if I do this one, then corn laws will come. Okay. So let's read here. What's this matter of Hungary? Hungarian nationalism is on the rise. Hungarian elites are maneuvering for greater representation in the government. If we allow these movements to become too powerful, we may make an uncomfortable compromise. Hungary is not discriminated against in Austria. Yeah, that's I wanted to get away that discrimination. Like it's if we look at the cultures again. Like only this little part is not discriminating. We are like discriminating the rest, so it's kind of weird. And how do I get it? Okay, if they have secession movement, so we don't want that. So corn laws will come. Best isn't very. It's just standard stuff, I think. Okay, so this is our. Let's look at the laws now. Can I reform the government here? And more importantly, can I reform the government so I can get rid of this one? But it will radicalize the aristocracy, which I can't do because they are the most important ones. So let's make laws that they want. They want this one. Do they want this one? They want this one also. So let's start with that one then. Should I go for a company? Okay, we have the atmospheric engine pump. So let's maybe go for. Let's go for this one then. Try to get some tools industry going here. where are my construction sectors? We have them many different places here. Let's maybe look at what kind of special modifiers do we have. Terra Rossa. Here's Krika Falls. So we can have a plate where we can build electricity. So we don't have any mining bonuses, but we have a lot of these agriculture on ranches and plantations. Okay. They are not here yet. If they would go here, we would need more tools and iron. So let's start to build for that. I need tools and coals to do this one, so maybe start with that. So West Slovakia, it's here. Let's just look at one thing. Or is every one of my state incorporated? Let's look at it. Yeah, it looks like everyone is incorporated. So let's start with some coal mines here. Okay, so West Slovakia and Transnubia is good to build up now. So let's start building up that one. Okay. Well, let's look at the taxation capacity. I forgot to look at that one also. The taxation capacity is kind of bad, unfortunately. Yes, I shouldn't build here because I don't have taxation capacity. Let's go back and look at. I have it in Austria proper, and so maybe Austria, Croatia, Slovenia and Tyrol maybe. So let's go for Austria first then. Like that. You do something like that, and then you make some tools here, I guess. Let's start with that. Maybe some more of those. Okay, that's good for the construction. And let's import some coffee. Okay, so it looks like iron is expensive, so let's build some iron mines just random here first. Maybe one each. And I'm gonna push those on top also. We need iron to build up the capital. So that's fine. So now let's now look at the diplomacy situation. So Switzerland, Sardinia and Piedmont and Papal States are countries that I would like to get into my sphere. So let's start working on those if we can. I did already improve with those two, so I can't do that. Where do I have my have them here in Europe? That's fine. I'm not gonna go and colonize just yet. Okay, so I guess that's good to start again. So basically I could fight them here. I could maybe fight them here already at the beginning to transfer subjects maybe. I can't do it because there are so many that can defend them. So maybe if the great powers are in a war, I'm gonna attack the Ottomans. So let's look at that. I'm always like, as you know now, I'm a very careful player. So I don't dare to attack if the great powers are free to do anything. So it looks like we have so then I could do something here. No bread, no freedom, or prohibitive grain tax. That's because of this is corn laws. We have the corn law stuff now. That's good. Okay. What's happening? Okay, so they are going for Papal State Protectorate. Let's just see what's happening here. That's an interesting start. Yeah, can't do it to become subject. Otherwise, I would like that probably. But maybe if Britain has subjugated the papal states, then it's less likely that Italy will form. So that's good for me. So maybe it's time to transfer subjects here now. Let's try that. Let's increase the training again. Yeah, France is no longer here, and Russia is my friend, so that should be fine. Okay, so let's look at demobilization here. Sugar is cheap, so let's activate the sugar supplements here. Both of them teamed up against us. That's nice for us. Then means that Ottomans is all alone. If no one else joined, then I will probably take Moldavia and Wallachia also. Socialists could help us. Yeah, let's do that for an obligation, why not? Let's do some more goals here. Moldavia cost 11. That would be nice to do that once, actually. It's a little bit risky. Yeah, what the heck, let's do that once. Okay, so we have a formal Austrian aristocracy government petition. They want us to pass the National Guard. Isn't that the one we're passing already? Yeah, that's perfect. See if we can win here. Here is a battle. Surprise maneuver, that's good. Yeah, we have more offense. And we got the National Guard, which means that I could draft peoples, but it doesn't look like we're needing it. We're 39% chance to win this war anyway, so I shouldn't eat it, I think. But I could. Okay, National Guard is done. So this one is more popular. Yeah, this one is popular. So I need a lot of popular stuff so I can screw the aristocracy and adopt a more multi-culti law. Fighting here. Who's that? Ah, Krakow is helping me. There are some mountains here, but still going fine here. Where did the front go? Where did the front go? Here it is, some kind of lag. Yeah, looks like we're doing fine here. Pushing every side. Yeah, the Ottoman Empire is weak now. It wasn't like they were like 150 years ago. They were at the gates of Vienna and tried to take our city, but they didn't modernize. And they had like a super good elite force called the Janissaries, who was like this. They took European Christian kids and trained them to be like professional soldiers from the early ages with marches and stuff like that. And then they were like a feared force, but maybe 30 years ago, 20 years ago, something, they abolished that system. So now the army is like it's a little bit of a joke, unfortunately. It looks like we're just pushing all the way to. We have taken Constantinople also, so they should surrender soon. Okay, not good. If Prussia is friendly with me, I see no reason to fight them. I can always so these guys doesn't like me. Let's see here. Okay. Agrarianism is done. What other laws do they like? Of course, it would be nice to go for free trade, but they don't like that yet. Okay, so this one is more market. That is interesting. They want to enact cultural exclusion. I kinda want to do that, actually. So after legal guardianship is done, then we will go for cultural exclusion. That's actually a law that we want to pass. Let's just read again here. Yeah, cultural exclusion, that's the best one we can do right now. We're stockpiling gold. That's not so good, actually. So I'm gonna push them up a bit. And also maybe I can go here. Tools is expensive, but the rest is fine. And I have to look at this one, of course. No. Tools is expensive. Wait a bit, they are my... They are my... This is my power block junior. Why is Sardinia and Piedmont attacking those guys? I don't want to fight now because of this revolution stuff, so let's wait a bit. so let's start improving with my settings here. That's more important, I think. What about the defensive pact? Russia wants that, I want that also. This is perfect. This is the corn law stuff. So we have a new guy here who's a market liberal. He wants to get laissez-faire. That's annoying that he doesn't want free trade. I wanted to have free trade actually instead. Okay, now that one is good. Now it's time to do that one. This is actually perfect because now we built support for this one, and we gave them gave the landowners a lot of meaningless reforms like restricting women's rights and getting national militia and stuff that lots of unimportant stuff. But this one, the cultural exclusion, is super important because otherwise everyone will hate us, and we are like I don't know, maybe I would guess 20% German and 80% other people. That one is done, that's fine. Let's go for steel tools, try to improve the tools, and then maybe for some explosives. This is going perfectly. Okay, let's look at the mines. We can increase the production methods here. That one is good. That one. It's good, but tools and coal will get expensive. Have some gold also. Let's go for those also. Let's put some of these on top. So then I will solve this one, the matter of Hungary, and I will trigger the event, the dual monarchy. So then I think we can form Austria and Hungary after this one is passed. That's perfect. Austria-Hungary is completed. Now we are being called Austria-Hungary, and Hungary props gets happy, and they lose the Austrian hegemonists ideology. So that's like super good. 3 things, that's just perfect for me. So look at all the look at all the loyalists we got because of that. It was both because of the revolution, but also because that they got more happy here. So let's maybe lower the military wages a bit. Okay, should we do some more laws here? What's unpopular? Like the free trade is always a nice one to do. Maybe it's time to start building a colonial empire. Would be fine to do that. Would be useful because it's still quite early, so I could start building a colonial empire. But I think maybe this could be a good first episode. We have done extremely much here. We have made it so that like all our pops, because all our pops are European, so they are happy because we got that, and we did like shuffling around, so they are still loyal despite that one, because because I shuffled around and gave them other stuff. So it's very perfect here. So see you next episode.